Good afternoon, students. We are still on our discussion, teaching discussion, and today we are going to continue our discussion from Book 3. That is High School Book 3. High School Book 3. So please kindly open your book to page 2, but it's under chapter 1. Chapter 1. But we are going to learn something from page 2. Page 2. Okay. When you open page 2, you can see there is a word here called biological control. Biological control. Biological control. In science terms, when we say biological control, is the control of pests. Okay, the control of pests. Pests by introducing their natural predators. I'm reading from up here. Biological control is the control of pests by introducing their natural predators. Okay, so that is called biological control. And under the definition, you can see there is a table here. Okay, this table that you see here, okay, is food chain. So, food chain, food chain. Food chain. This food chain describes biological control. How pests are being controlled naturally without introducing any pesticides. Without introducing any pesticides. Without spraying the pests. Pests. So you can see we have a plant here. It can be rice plant, okay, rice farm or rice plant. So let me quickly write something here to explain. We have producers. Primary consumers. I will not write all of them. You can see from your book. Okay, we have secondary consumers to buy, and we have tertiary. Okay, we have tertiary. I hope you can see consumers. So this is a nice table to show or to indicate how pests are being controlled naturally without spraying or applying any artificial method, chemicals. Okay, it's very harmful. It's very harmful. So we are looking at the table. We have producers. Pero like ani kian pasatai of producer. Producer. We have consumer, any primary consumer. Palipo 2 แล้วก็Palipo 3 สุดท้าย Consumer has been divided into 3: primary, secondary, and tertiary. Okay, so when you look at the biological control of this chart, for example, we have in a book, we have plants, but I would say rice plants. turn cow. Farm, turn cow. Okay? And some animals come and eat the plant. For example, we have grasshopper. So you can see we have different. We have grasshopper. We have caterpillar. We have sparrow. Sparrow is a bird, a very beautiful bird. Too. For sparrow, they have many colors. It's like a parrot, but not a parrot. It's a sparrow. Have many colors. Okay. So these animals, this is the arrow. Make sure you know something about the arrow. So the arrow shows that grasshopper eats the rice plant. Caterpillar eats the rice plant. Sparrow also eats the rice plant. Okay, so these are consumers. Consumers, number one. Number two, we have other animals that also eat. Consumer one, who pallet one, hen. We have cats. Okay, so sparrow is being eaten by cat. Cat, male, king, knock, die. Chill, sparrow, die. Hen, die, king, caterpillar, die. Frog can also eat grasshopper. Okay, so this is a biological control of this. A biological control of this. Biological control of this. Without killing this animal with spray, the chemicals will affect the food. Poison. It will put poison on the rice. If you eat it, you will not be held to so many chemicals. So biological control is to allow the frogs eat the grasshoppers, the caterpillars, and the sparrows on the farmland. Okay, on the farmland. And this secondary consumer can also be controlled by snake. Snake. And snake is also decomposed, decay. That is the last stage of the table. Plants also decompose by bacteria and fungi or fungus. When a plant dies, it rotten and the process of rotting is being done by bacteria and fungi or fungus. You can also say fungus. And the process is called decomposing or decomposition. Decomposing. So this is the biological control of pesticides on your farm. Okay, I want to quickly show you another method of biological control. This is called parasitic method. Okay, this process is being done by producing pest. Okay, this pest, parasitic. Okay, and it can be done by releasing parasitic wasps. They are wasps. Okay, to control aphid. Aphids are pests of plants and cause huge damage to plants as they remove nutrients from the plants. So parasitic method. You can also biologically you can control pesticides by parasitic methods. That is the animal wasps, W-A-S-P, wasps. They are also very powerful methods to control your plants. Okay, so that is what we want to talk about. And then I also want to show you a little chart. We have a pyramid table. We have rice. We have rats, snakes, and we have hawk. This is called food chain. Here, down, food chain. Food chain. So, we have rice plant eaten by rats. Rats eat. Rats eat. Okay, and then rats eaten by snakes. And then snakes eaten by hawk. So I need to die. So we have 1, level 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So primary, secondary, tertiary. That is called food chain. And then we also have food web. I need food chain in your book. Food web. Food web. For example, we have food web. For example, we have more than one food chain. More than one food chain. For example, we have papaya plants. We can also have rice plant. So this, is 2 food chain called producer. 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 2 palit. Okay. So that is, you can have more than. So maybe here papaya eaten by bird, ants, rice plant eaten by caterpillar, and then we have rice plant also eaten by grasshopper. So in a process whereby we have more than one food web, it's called more than one food chain. It's called food web. More than one food food chain is for food web. So we have 1, 2 food chain. Okay. So this is a pyramid of numbers. Pyramid. The pyramid of numbers. So we will end here and then continue our discussion next time. See you again. Goodbye.